the last video ended awfully soon and I wasn't quite done. So I wanted to touch on this. Because I know they're scrambling. I can just feel it. I'm sure people can resonate with this. When you're in a situation, you're in a circumstance, you're in a family, you're in a marriage, you're in a friendship, you're in a relationship, you work at a company, whatever, right? And it's like, deep down, you know something's not right, but you can't make sense of it. You can't make sense of it. For a couple of reasons. A, because you wholeheartedly love everybody, right? And you wholeheartedly believe everybody. You believe what they say. Whether their actions aligned with their words, you still believe them. Why? Because that's just who you are, right? And for me, that's how I've always been. Up until a year ago. People think that I knew the whole time and this and that. No, I didn't. All right. I woke up to it last October, when I cut everybody out of my life. And then this whole entire year, God's been working with me, unraveling everything in reference to the past and peeling back those onion layers. And because of my memory and the things that I remember is how I've just kind of been going down the course of it with God. And again, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me by any means. I'm okay with that. I know it's a bit of a situation. It's a bit of a peculiar story. I know. It's crazy to me. I didn't call these people up again and say, hey, let's go round and round. I'm ready for it. I definitely didn't do that. And so it's so funny to me too, because it's like all they have is projections, lies, and cover-ups to land on. That's it. There's no truth. There's no substance. That's got to be a hard life to live. All right, this video.
This message is for you have somebody or you have a group of people who feel like you not only knew the whole time what they were doing against you, but these people are mad. They're irritated. They feel like you should have been more clear and let them know. You should have confronted them with the fact that you knew what they were doing. These people are very much so working and thinking out of their ego. These people feel like you played them or you tricked them or that you were being calculated with them because you did not call them out. But for whoever this message is for, you are somebody who simply was led not to say certain things.
Exactly.
You were led in some way to turn the cheek with the situation. In some way you knew what the outcome of this was, and you were guided to not react a certain way because you knew these people wanted you to react in a certain way.
Exactly.
These people are blaming you for not directly confronting them.
This is what's so comical about these people. All right. And you could see it on TPUSA, Erica, all that. When they try a lie or they try a narrative or they try a psychological operation and then it doesn't work and then it loops around, that's when you have the infringed bullet. Now 3 months later, they've changed the type of bullet. Okay. Yeah, whatever. That's when you have the lies in reference to the text messages. When things don't stick and it loops back around, then they come up with more. And this is what they do, right? And so it's so funny to me because it's okay, so let me just get this straight so we're all on the same page here. You're upset with me because I didn't tell you what you needed to hear in reference to your poor behavior and your poor decisions. Okay, so I guess that's my job. Silly, my bad. As well as you were making choices and decisions and illusions and tactics to get me to react. I'm well aware that that's what's been transpiring in my life the last few years, is it's all been coordinated events to get me to react in certain ways, to where their narrations and their schemes and their smears and all this stuff and their lies can stick. Okay. And so seeing as my ability to read people without saying anything out of my mouth, I'm the problem. No, you shouldn't be making moves in your life and choices in your life where you're banking on someone else to react a certain way. Don't you realize that you're putting all your eggs in somebody else's basket? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know, okay, so it's so funny I say that because my life, I always moved and operated and allowed other people up until a year ago in October, other people to dictate my forward trajectory because I allowed people's reactions to bother me, because I always wanted to keep the peace, make people happy, you know, give people the benefit of the doubt. I like seeing people happy. I just don't like seeing, and here's the funny part, is I like seeing people happy now, but now I don't surround myself around the wrong people that don't deserve to be happy. Don't get me wrong, there's still people around this world, all of them, but they're just not in my world. They're not my world, so they don't have the ability to take advantage of me anymore. You know, I realize that I got people moving and operating not in their full self around me still physically. I understand that, but it's at arm's length. It's at arm's length. I have control over that. People know what they do. People are grown adults. I'm not here to raise children. I've been working hand in hand trying to raise mine with all the heat that they've been throwing at me with mine. Okay? I'm not here to raise adults. Raise adults. Like, that's just not my job. They need to go in and do the work. They need to talk to God. And if they don't have the ability to come have a conversation with me, then I don't believe anything they say. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, because they're cowards. They're going to say anything possible to get themselves out of the heat that they've put on themselves. Anything. Just look at Erica. And it's crazy to me the amount of evidence that lands behind her, and she's not even being investigated. It's crazy to me. You can have investigations in people's life completely torn up with absolutely no facts, no evidence. And then you can have facts, you can have evidence that don't align, and they're not even investigated. Our law and our judicial system is we the people. Really? I mean, it's just crazy to me. Anyways, I love you guys. I've got a lot I'm going to work on today. A lot. It's my only day off. Till Friday. I knew it was going to be a hard month with December and working in retail, so I'm here for it, but it's just crazy to me. I'm so exhausted of all the stupid crap on TikTok. Like, get over it, guys. You're mad at me because everything you've done to me didn't work. I'm sorry. Like, freaking cheers. Man up. Woman up. Come have a conversation with me. But you can't come and have a conversation with me. That stupid ill crap. She's ill. She's crazy. Ain't gonna work. Because I'll come at you and I'll throw out shots. I'll throw out facts. Straight facts. Exact verbatim, pretty much, to conversations we had. They ain't ready. They are not ready. They are not ready. And as well as a timeline of like, why did you come here? Why were you here? This didn't make sense. You guys don't want to have those conversations? Such a bummer. I'm ready for them. I love you guys. Have a great day.